Hello everyone, Doug Mystic Eye here, just getting ready to do our second episode of our Jedi Knight playthrough in Star Wars The Old Republic. Last we left off, we had cleared away the immediate threat of the Flesh Raiders, which are primitive aliens that had been attacking the Jedi Padawans and that were training in the area. And we were about to head towards the Jedi Temple on the planet of Tython. It was actually the old Jedi Temple reborn after the planet of Coruscant was sacked by the Sith and the massive Jedi Temple there was destroyed. So, there's our Jedi Knight, Alaack, and we're going to get him ramped up and going, so get him logged in now. Now, if you missed it, yesterday we posted a long playthrough of Eridon, our Imperial Agent, Chapter 9, where we did the Black Talon Flashpoint, which is a heavily story-driven multi-player group event. And it was a lot of fun. There's some little quirky errors here and there during the playthrough, but nothing worth re-recording it for, so it is posted, and if you get the chance, take a look at it. It's pretty enjoyable. We had fun. We certainly had fun doing it. So, as you know, we just, if you recall, we just left this cave, and we are about to head toward the Jedi Temple, which, as you can see, is way down here. So we're going to hit that road and come around. Might have to do some scrapping in the meantime to get there. Or maybe not. No. Yeah, we attracted some attention. Outstanding. Didn't drop anything. There's another little Padawan running around. So one of the things I like about the visuals of the combat system is when you're fighting something that actively block and dodge attacks that are coming against you as does your enemy. Okay. Make sure we're healthy before we start running over there. You might be asking, hey Doug, why are we running so much faster than that guy? Well, perhaps he's a free-to-play player. I'm not sure if they get this ability here, which is called Sprint. And if they don't, well, that may be possible. But remember, Star Wars is, after all, free-to-play. Took out some more Flesh Raiders there. Ooh, got some new leggings out of that chest. No, they're not for us though. Well, they are better armor. Actually, not doing anything bad by putting them on. We'll definitely be selling them later, but we want something that's more strength-based than little-power-based. Okay. We'll continue up this way. Oops. Man, I'm just attracting all kinds of attention. Should be paying more attention to my surroundings. Not that it matters, because the experience is always helpful. I do really enjoy the scenery of Tython. It's a rather pretty planet. Unlike where we were with our Imperial Agent, where we were running through the planet of Hutta, which was not a pretty place. So, here we go. Now we're heading on the road to the Jedi Temple. Alaack's beast is these guys right here. They're harmless, like almost like domesticated animals. You can see we're running through this pretty beautiful wilderness that has a bunch of the ruins of the old Jedi society that was here. Oh, we might as well take this guy down. See, I remembered we would open up a bonus by defeating murderers as we head toward the temple. Yeah, I doubted it was, well, you know, it is a little better. No, it's not better. Ours gives better strength bonuses than that, so. Now, I haven't bothered to put up my extra bars yet, but I will soon. Get them all organized. Oops. Do that. So one of the things that's interesting is, let me show you something here real quick. This is the cartel market. Now, I don't have a lot going on here right now, but there's some cool stuff that's coming out. But one of the things that I wanted to show you is Treek here. One of my friends that we adventured with last night and did the Black Talon session with has Treek as a companion, and it was fun to watch that new companion play out. Most of your companions are tied directly to your character or your storyline. Treek, however, is a companion you can either acquire through some, as I understand it, you can acquire him through, or her, through some gameplay mechanics, or you can just purchase her out of the marketplace there for, as you saw, 2,100 cartel coins. Yeah, it's quite a bit actually. So this is the Jedi Temple on Tython. The first time you run over this hill and see that, it's pretty nice. It's a very, very pretty place. I don't know if looking at it in the video does it justice.
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes.
One of the things I like to do when I first hit a place is unlock all of the travel spots and spawn points, just so I don't forget to do them later. I do think we have some stuff. As you can see, there's Jedi around here doing all kinds of things. Training, testing.
Report your ailments.
Anyway, we're going to sell our junk off. And we're going to sell some of our old stuff just to make some money back. Let's see. Yeah, well, that's a nice armor from an armor standpoint. It doesn't give us any stat bonuses, so we probably won't keep that. Just like this thing doesn't really do us much, because it fails to give us the strength and endurance bonus we'd like. So we're going to get rid of that. Get rid of that as well. A Jedi Knight is definitely a strength and endurance based character. Now, when you hit 10th level and you pick your class of either Guardian or Sentinel, it will change how you do things. If you're a Sentinel and you're going to be more for damage, so you're going to want a higher strength and endurance. But a Guardian actually wants to be the opposite of that. They tend to take a lot of damage, and I'm not sure which way we're going to go with this character yet.
Padawan, I heard you've begun your trials. Master Orgus speaks very highly of you. No doubt you're pleased to have come this far. But some Jedi have the ability to do more, help more people. Interested?
Always looking for a way to help.
A war is brewing in the greater galaxy. The Sith Empire plots against the Republic, and the Republic looks to the Jedi for aid. But not all who train to become Jedi are skilled combatants and leaders. Many are scholars, diplomats, strategists, and scientists. Which is why we've created a simulation to test Jedi and Padawans and certify them to lead Republic troops.
You want me to participate in this simulation?
That's what I'm asking. The droids here in the yard have been programmed to act according to Imperial military protocols and battlefield tactics. Demonstrate your proficiency at defeating these droids, and you will be on your way to qualifying to lead Republic troops into battle. Can you do it?
You can count on me.
Excellent. The first set of training droids are ready for you. Get to it.
So, little interesting side mission where we have to fight some training droids. It looks like there's quite a few people hanging around at these locations. But it should reset fairly soon. Looks like that guy may have finished it up here, so we'll just hang out for a moment and let it reset. Again, we'll take a look at the very majestic Jedi Temple and the surrounding mountains around it. That's the trail we came down right there. You can see there's some beautiful waterfalls, all kinds of neat stuff, and this is not reset yet. That is one of the shuttles that takes you to the Republic fleet. Similar in a way. I don't know if that one does. I think it does. I think you can do that when you're at higher levels. Anyway, okay, now this is reset, so we're going to start this challenge and fight some droids. Well, I got a little unneeded help there. I don't think you realize that I'm supposed to do that by myself. It doesn't appear to have hurt the mission much at all. So we'll go back and turn
I'm
it in.
impressed. Hopefully we'll have something more challenging for you soon.
We're getting pretty close to leveling again, so these little side missions will be important to us. Now we'll start to head into the Jedi Temple. Looks like we do have a mission here to pick up as well.
Peace unto you, friend. I bear word from the masters of the temple. Will you take a moment and hear my message?
I don't think that's going to be what we're going to do.
By all means, my friend. Let us talk.
You do me great honor. Your present mission is all important, but the masters want to make sure you do not miss what the temple has to offer. When you have time, see Master Mojida. He will guide you in the other skills of the Jedi.
Master Mojida is the trainer for your character here in the temple. Someone is calling us.
I'm Satil Shan, leader of the Jedi Council. I'd like to speak privately with you before we meet with the others.
You have my full attention, Master. What do you need?
This isn't a discussion for a comm channel. Come to my meditation room in the temple. We'll talk there.
So Satil Shan is one of the iconic characters in Star Wars: The Old Republic, who leads the Jedi currently as the head of the Jedi Order. Right now we're going to go to her meditation chambers, which are down this hallway over here. Let's pop on over and go see Satil and see what she wants to talk to us about. That's right, straight ahead of us.
Welcome, Padawan. The temple is already buzzing with accounts of your heroism in the training grounds. Master Orguz told me you battled flesh raiders and a Force user armed with a lightsaber. It must have been a disturbing confrontation. Are you all right?
Don't worry about me.
I admire your composure, but have you truly searched your feelings about this? Taking a life affects the living Force, and the one who does the killing. This is why Jedi enter battles calmly, with reason. Emotions like fear and anger lead to the dark side.
I can control my feelings, no matter what I'm facing.
As the Jedi Code teaches us, there is no emotion, there is peace. Remember those words when times are darkest. And take this. The Code is a source of strength, but some backup never hurts. I'll see you soon in the Council chambers.
Nice, so the Master of the Order gave us some gear, which is better than what we have. So whenever we get better gear, we certainly want to put it on. This apprentice vest is nicer than what we were wearing as far as stats, and it actually looks pretty nice, so we'll continue onward. Now we need to go up to the council chamber itself, where we will be discussing the activities of the Flesh Raiders. And while we're up there, we also need to see Master Mojita. We'll do that as soon as we level up, so we have something to do there. But currently, we're going to head right here into the council chamber at the Jedi Temple.
I searched the temple archives. This Force user leading the Flesh Raiders never received Jedi training.
Then the Sith have found us. Shouldn't we get ready for them?
Calm yourself, Padawan. We can't be certain of anything yet.
But we've all sensed a growing darkness. Perhaps it's finally revealed itself.
The enemy I faced wanted to destroy the Jedi Order. Can't get much darker than that.
Well, that brightened up the room.
Everyone, this is the Padawan who saved our people in the training grounds. This is Master Kiwix and her extremely vocal Padawan, Kira. The other masters are transmitting from distant worlds.
It's unfortunate our numbers are scattered.
Indeed. The temple's safety is unexpectedly threatened. The Flesh Raiders were disorganized primitives before today.
I think you've been misinformed.
We clearly underestimated the natives. The man leading the Flesh Raiders probably wasn't acting alone.
Much of Tython remains unexplored, and we have few resources to spare.
I'll handle it with the help of my new Padawan.
Orgus, you haven't taken a Padawan since Coruscant.
The Force is strong in him, stronger than I've seen in decades.
I can think of no finer master to complete this Padawan's training.
It will be a privilege.
Don't get too excited. You're in for some hard work. You'll find supplies in my chambers downstairs. Go equip yourself. I'll meet you there.
So, having now arrived at the Jedi Temple and meeting the council, we have gained ourselves a new master, Master Orgus, who's going to teach us the ways and help us on our journey. So, I think in completing the quest for Master Mojita, we will probably get enough experience to level up. Let's see, where is he? This must be him here. Yep.
Glad to share my skills with someone talented.
Okay, we did actually level up, which is nice, and we're going to get one enhanced ability, which is Slash, and one new ability, which is Saber Ward, which puts up a
We can spar
force field
anytime.
around us, basically, and blocks attacks. Yeah, I think it's about time I set up my interface. Now, I have one I like. It's this one here, which Mother Hunter is another character of mine, and I tend to use this layout, which I will take things like my travel abilities, which right now just start 2, and put them over here. I'll drop things like my buffs, like this, over to there, and let's see, and Force Might. So, and then I'll start to move these down so they're closer in and easier to get to. This actually is going to qualify as one of my movement powers. And this one here is my form, and I'll get different forms later on, but that's the one we're using now, and it stays active, so there's no reason to have it on my immediate hotbar. So there, that's how I typically set things up as I start. Okay, next thing we need to do is go to Master Orgus's chambers down below and pick up some gear from him, which which is this way. Notice the holographic heads of the other masters are here. Very nice. And here are Master Orgus's chambers.
Blast those council meetings. I'd die of old age before my colleagues ran out of things to say.
Okay, well,
I'd rather do something about problems than discuss them.
Still, there are times when talking is exactly what's needed. This situation has come to you fast. You're braving dangers many Jedi never face. I wouldn't blame you for having questions. This may be the only time to ask them.
I get the impression you haven't had a Padawan for years. Why did you ask to train me?
As Jedi, you learn to trust your instincts. When I met you in that cave, my instincts told me that I was meant to train you. I don't know why or for what purpose, but the living force brought us together for a reason.
I look forward to learning from you.
I expect you have things to teach me as well. Let's get to work. There's a group of Twi'lek pilgrims on Tython. They've been fighting the Flesh Raiders for months. The Republic asked us to deny those Twi'leks aid. They settled here illegally, but frankly, we need them.
How are they violating the law?
When Tython was first rediscovered, the Twi'leks petitioned the Senate to settle here. Their claim was denied, too dangerous, but they came anyway. The Twi'leks have a settlement in the mountains. That's your next stop. Establish a base camp and speak to the matriarch. Find out everything the Twi'leks know about Flesh Raiders.
Anything you can tell me about the Twi'lek leader?
Word is she's not our biggest fan. You may have to convince her otherwise. I'll join you soon. May the Force be with you.
so we got a little bonus item there, some basic stims. Will beef up our strength. Now, the mission we have is to go to a Twi'lek settlement and work with them to gain their confidence, to help them, or for us rather, to get help from them in regards to the Flesh Raiders. There's still, the threat, why the Flesh Raiders were driven out of the training yards, there's still a potential for a threat there. So, looks like all we need to do is head out here, back out into the wilderness, and we'll head toward this Twi'lek settlement. So there are 132 people in this instance of Tython, and just to give you an example of how many people will typically be in a game. If I open up our map here and I look at this, I'm on Tython 1, and there's at least 2, so there's at least maybe 300 people or so on this planet. Not in the game, but I mean just on this planet, which is quite a few. I venture to guess there's probably several thousand people in total playing in any given night. It used to be in the tens of thousands, but as the game has aged and progressed, some people have done everything they need to do. Some people are still here and do a lot of different things like player versus player and stuff like that. So anyway, myself and my friends have certainly enjoyed it. It's kept us going as an MMO for a while now. And there are some others that I play that are quite good, and I hope to show some of those off as well. Again, I am subscribed to this game, though it is free to play. You can simply go try it out. If you just go to Star Wars The Old Republic or look it up on Google, you'll find it. And you can give it a go yourself and do some of these storylines. Now, as a free-to-play player, there are restrictions that I don't have, so you're not seeing any of those restrictions here. But really, a subscription is fairly cheap. It's about $15 a month.
Mechanized travel is for
If you're getting the playtime out of it, then it's much cheaper than going to a movie. So, provides hours and hours of entertainment. There's a mission here we'll pick up while we're heading in.
You're too late, Jedi. Like all the other times. The Flesh Raiders already came. They already took their victims. My father knew these mountains. He helped guide the patrols when he could. But when the Flesh Raiders appeared, he never made it home. He wasn't young, but he deserves better than to be ripped apart. Show compassion, Jedi. Find him, and kill any raiders who'd stop you.
I'll do everything I can to find your father.
Be well, then. But more important, be quick. Please. If you find him, if he's hurt or confused, you'll know him by his golden promise ring. He wouldn't part with it. Not until death.
So this guy wants us to help us find his, or to us to help him find his father, rather. I think the next thing we have left to do is to go see the matriarch up here. There seems to be a mission up here as well before we head in, so we'll stop there.
Come over here, Jedi, and spare a moment for a humble servant of the matriarch. I promise, your other dealings will wait. My name is Vidariat Aeon. I minister to the bodies and spirits of the villagers, and I have a request. I speak of the Flesh Raiders. Of late, we've seen them growing stronger, and I know why.
You have my complete attention.
The Flesh Raiders have been experimenting, concocting an elixir that makes them ravenous. The ones who drink it go mad. Their lips froth, and they pounce like starving animals. It's black medicine, primitive and evil.
How could Flesh Raiders learn to do something like that?
I have no idea. Such wickedness is beyond our comprehension. We lack the numbers to attack the Flesh Raiders directly, and not even the Jedi could wipe the monsters from this world. But with our warriors' help, the Jedi could reach the Flesh Raider caves and destroy their vats of elixir.
Then count me in.
Thank you for this. Otimus Mare knows where the vats are hidden. He is our guard captain. Talk to him to learn the Raiders' secrets.
You're just an agreeable fellow. People ask us to jump in and do something, and we say, sure, why not? Let's do that. We're the good guys. Okay, here's the matriarch, so we're going to talk to her.
Greetings, Matriarch. Master Orgus Din has sent me to help you fight the Flesh Raiders.
So the Jedi finally deigned to recognize my people's suffering. How noble. Nothing to do with the attack on your training grounds, I'm sure.
We didn't realize how great a threat the Flesh Raiders had become.
And now you seek help from the people you once ignored. My scouts have tracked the Flesh Raiders for months, watched them grow in strength. I will share what we've discovered, but only if you agree to protect my people. We suffer.
Mother, you need rest. Let me carry this burden for you.
The Matriarch appears sick. Does she need a doctor?
Thank you, but we have our own healers.
This is my daughter, Rana Dalven. She and Scout Chief Morint here will speak for me. I must attend to other matters.
Personally, I don't care why you've come. As long as you destroy the Flesh Raiders. Ever since they got their new weapons and gear, they hunt us like animals. The enemy has a camp in the valley nearby. My scouts say the Flesh Raiders store their weapons and other tech in a cave.
Removing that technology will neutralize the Flesh Raiders.
We need to strike fear into the Flesh Raiders, sabotage their weapons. Fix it so they blow up in their ugly faces.
How would we do that?
Their technology is standard Republic design. We could overload the power circuits and plasma coils. Here, I'll show you. Sabotage would thin the Flesh Raider numbers and eliminate their technological advantage.
If you brought that technology here, we could defend ourselves with those weapons.
Well, I think bringing
this village is vulnerable to attack. You need better defenses.
This debate is pointless unless you can get inside that cave. You'll need one of the leader's access keys.
Find the Flesh Raider technology and do what you think is best. Good luck, Master Jedi.
So, we've gathered up a bunch of missions here, and I'm about to head back out and start doing them. I think this is a good place to stop for tonight. We are at 30 minutes almost, and well, let me tell you what. I know there's one more mission over here. We're going to head over there. We'll stop right at it. It's a good first one to do for this area because it's pretty quick and easy, but it's fun and different. So we're going to stop here in front of this guy. I'm not going to take this mission yet. And, you know, for now we're going to sign off. And I just wanted to say thanks. And Alaack says thanks and goodbye. And we will talk to you later. Thanks. Have a good evening.